Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Clancy, your weight loss warrior. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We're going to be discussing the second day of my water only fast. As I stated in my previous video that pertains to this water fast, I have done extended fasts in the past. I have done a full week of fasting in the past, but it's been a while, and I have been dealing with some chronic pain, some inflammation. Not sure where that's coming from because I am on the carnivore diet and I don't eat anything except for the occasional dairy that is inflammatory or would be inflaming my body. I've been having some pain in my upper left abdomen right below my bottom left rib. So I was thinking that doing a fast would give my stomach acidity time to calm down, give my stomach a week or so to just heal and let that pain subside and just give it a break. So thank you again so much for joining me here today. We're going to get into my notes in just a moment, but before, please hit that subscribe button so that you get all of my videos. Hit the like and the notification bell so that you get all of my videos and get notified when I post. So let's just jump into day 2 of my water fast. As most of you know, I am a coffee fanatic. I love my coffee, my quad shots. I love that just pepped up, jittery feeling like I could just conquer the whole world and get everything done plus your work too. I love coffee. So I was a little worried about trying to do a water only fast. I was a little concerned about having caffeine withdrawals, but guys, I made it through the entire day without coffee. Not going to say I did not want it, but I made it through without coffee or caffeine, and I'm feeling really, really good at this point. Now it is only day 2. I am about 36 hours into my fast, so by tomorrow I have a feeling I can either A, feel really sluggish and lethargic, or B, I can start having a little touch of that really, really nice mental clarity that comes along with fasting and processing out all of the junk and the toxins out of your cells. But like I said, I made it through today without coffee, so that's a huge win in my book. I made it through without headaches or any kind of withdrawals. Now we'll see tomorrow. I'm going to try to push it and not have coffee again tomorrow. We'll see if the headaches come on or if I have any kind of caffeine withdrawal symptoms. And in the following day's video, I will address those points as well. Now I have been drinking the last 2 days. I have been drinking about 2 liters of water. And I also use the Keto Chow electrolyte drops and the fasting drops. And in 1 liter, I will put the fasting drops, and in the 2nd liter, I will use my electrolyte drops. Now that's potassium, iodine, magnesium, all of your essential minerals that you need in the form of electrolytes in order to keep your fluid levels up so that you don't become dehydrated. There are people walking around everywhere that are grossly dehydrated and they don't even know it. It's to the point where they could probably fall over any moment. They don't even realize how dehydrated they are. But I have been able to drink 2 liters of water, which is a tad bit more than I would normally drink on a given day. I do make sure that I get lots of water in my day, but as far as like rationing out, setting a specific goal, I have been able to stick to my 2 liters of water the last 2 days, and I'm hoping that over the next 5 days I can continue to maintain that 2 liters of water a day plus my electrolytes. And I would love to tell you guys a little bit about the fact that I have had some hunger pains today, but I want to go into that and stress that the only place that I am noticing them is in my actual stomach, and that's huge for me. Now, I know that I'm different than you, but for me, I have disordered eating. This is something I have touched on several times in my past videos, but with disordered eating and binging, I get this like voice in my head or this signal in my head that says, you know, you're starving. Go eat something. Why are you doing this? Go eat. You know you want it. You're hungry. And like, for example, 4 years ago, before I ever started my journey or my process, just as an example, like I was so addicted to sugar and carbs and processed food and just junk that like I could buy, let's just say for instance, a box of honey buns, and it's not enough to just have one of them. Before the night was over, I'd have 3 of them. Say 6 came in a box. Well, I could be laying in bed and I would not be able to go to sleep because all I could think about were those 3 honey buns left in that box. And this is where the disordered eating really would rear its ugly head. And it was, I never had the strength or the willpower in my past to be able to say, nope, I'm just going to sleep, I don't need that, or had the willpower to say, you know, 1 is enough. And like I spoke about in one of my previous videos from earlier this week about the pleasure trap, is, man, was I stuck in this awful cycle of the pleasure trap where, you know, I was constantly feeding myself things, you know, all the chemicals and the sugars and all the processed things and just the genetically modified junk that we are eating as part of the standard American diet. Those things, all those chemicals in there, what they do is they trigger these sensors in our brain that release so much dopamine, which is the feel-good hormone. Our bodies are made up of so many hormones, and that's how it functions. And these foods, like you could say, like, here's green beans, and here's a Hostess little Debbie cake, and you're like, yeah, well, this tastes better. Well, of course, it's got all of these chemicals in it that release and flood your brain with dopamine. Of course they taste better. They're designed to taste better, but then in turn, you end up craving them. So for me, the fact that this whole day and a half, let's say, where I've been feeling these hunger pains, the fact that it's only in my stomach and it's no longer my head telling me, you're hungry, go get food, you know you want it. I have somehow been able to shut that off, and it's probably just all of my weapons of knowledge in my arsenal, that like I just know so much, and I know what our food industry has lied to us about. That is such good information. I keep that in my back pocket at all times. That has helped me push through and continue maintaining this lifestyle. I know I have repeatedly said I will never go back to the standard American diet. I will never go back to, you know, consuming, high iodine salts, table salt. That stuff is poison. Your processed oils, if you're going to be consuming oils, it needs to be like a refined, really, really clean, virgin, organic, extra virgin olive oil, or even a coconut oil. And be careful with the avocado oils that you get. I would just recommend eating an avocado, because you're getting like such good high sources of fat that are clean. Now you just need to be careful when you consume avocado oil. Check the back of the bottle and make sure that it's not mixed or processed with canola oil. There's no point in eating it for health benefits if it's got canola oil in it. That stuff is killing us, okay? So for me, again, to go back, the fact that I have just been really conscious and aware that these hunger pains are primarily in my stomach, and I'm not even really thinking about it because that voice in my head is no longer there. Perhaps I've just trained myself out of it. I am experienced in fasting. I've been doing it for about 2 years. This is probably the 6th or 7th extended fast that I've done. So maybe I've just trained myself out of it, or maybe I have just kind of done therapy on myself by making a point to be healthy and pushing myself and sticking to something and proving to myself it can be done. You guys, I'm my biggest advocate, my biggest cheerleader. You know, if I can't encourage myself and support myself and believe in myself and my own abilities, I can't expect other people to do it for me. There are going to be times when you don't have anyone that's going to be standing there rah rah, you know, cheering you on. So you have got to find it in yourself to buckle down and work for it. Goals don't work unless you do. And I want you guys to take that away from this video today. Is like, you really need to buckle down and work for it. go for it. You can do it. Just think of where you'll be in 3, 6 months, a year, if you stick to this lifestyle change and stick to making those healthy options and those healthy choices for yourself. The sky is the limit. You can literally do anything. And I am just so pleased to say that I have been able to maintain my weight. And again, I'm not doing this water fast in order to lose more weight. I am simply doing this to kind of cleanse my body, my liver, my kidneys, my intestines, and really just kind of start back from square one. I'm hoping that the inflammation and the chronic pain that I have been dealing with for over a year now is really just because I need to give my body a break and kind of reset. So I know that there is going to be some hard days at the end of this week when I get closer to my 7 days. Or who knows, maybe I will feel amazing and want to push it a couple more days. Who knows? We will see. But thank you so much for joining in today. Please hit that like and subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you get the rest of my videos. Please tune in for the next one. We'll see how day 3 goes on this water only fast. Hope you guys are having a great day, and God bless.